Hey there, and welcome to AutoCAD 2025 Masterclass. In this episode, we are gonna learn the trim command, the most fundamental editing tool in AutoCAD. Most basic users are struggling with this command, and their trimming command does not work very well. The reason is behind not knowing what is different philosophies inside that. They don't have any information about the modes that exist. They don't have any information about the cutting edges and also other features. So be with me and learn it from A to Z. Let's enjoy learning. The initial step is calling the command. We can call the command in three different ways. The first case is coming to this modify panel, and from here we have access to an icon like a Caesar. If I left click on this, now it's in active mode. If I come to this modify panel, and from here I have access to my trim command again. It's the second way. And the last way is using its alias or full command. If I type tr, now by entering, my command is in active form. Now we are ready to work with trim commands. But before that, let's learn the difference between two distinct modes, which is the standard mode and quick mode. We can have access to them from this part in quick and standard manner. What is the difference between them? In AutoCAD 2025, or to say it in exact manner, from AutoCAD 2021 and later versions, we have access intrinsically in quick manner. When the command starts, it's in quick manner. But in earlier versions, it means that before 2021, they intrinsically were in a standard case. They have different performance and they have different viewpoints to work. Now let's see them. As you see in here, my model is in a quick manner. I can directly come on the parts that I want to delete. It means that with trim, we delete some part or some portion of an object. Now I come to this part, you see intersection of two walls, and these two lines are extra. For deleting them, I can have a left click on this part and this part. It's done. This manner is a quick manner and it saves your time, but in some parts that we need somehow accuracy and working with them will have some errors in our working process. Let's see how the standard case works. If I go out of this case and now I come here and change my mode to standard. In this case, I have extra sub options or sub commands that you see. We have the edge and fence. What are they? I will talk about them. If I now select on this case, you see that I cannot directly delete these extra parts. What do I need to do? I need to do at first select the objects that I want to delete a portion of them. Now, which one I do want to delete them? It's these two cases. And I say enter. This time I say that, okay, I will use this part and this part. Enter. What was the difference between them? It was in quick manner with the viewpoint that if I get undo, in here that I select this, the mode is in standard. If I type all, enter, the system now considers similar to the previous way. It means that on which case that I click, I can delete them. But in the standard manner, you can work exactly on the objects that you want to delete some portion of them. It's somehow time consuming because of more steps to do, but it's more exact manner. In the subcommands of both the modes of standard and quick, we have cutting edge. What is that? If I select on cutting edge, it means that we have this object. It asks me to select the object. This object cuts my objects that I want to trim them in two portions. Imagine that I want to delete this part. So which object cuts this into separate cases? This object. I select this as my cutting edge. If I say enter, now I can easily delete this part or this part. Also, it works for this case. If I select on this part or this part, it deletes them. But as you see, if I select on this, it deletes all the objects. Here, I want to give you a bonus. You can use trim as a form of erase. What do I mean? It's similar to here. If you want to delete these all objects at once, you can click on this. Or easily you can say that I want to erase. It asks the select objects you want to erase. I say this one I want to erase. I can erase them easily without calling this erase command from the beginning. On the other hand, we have crossing subcommand. If I select on this, it works exactly to quick manner. I can directly come to any part that I want to delete, and in a quick manner I delete them. For example, I can come to this part and say that it's deleted. So it was the difference between the crossing and the cutting edge. Now we worked on that. Let's do another example to make the process more easier for ourselves, and I change this case to a quick manner to do it quickly. Now, as you can see, I can directly come to this part. I want to delete this one, and I can delete this one too. Also, I need to delete this one and this one. That is done. Now I have more correct technical drawing plan. Let's go to our other example. You see that in this case, I want to imagine that an imaginary line that crosses this part. I want to delete this part, but with this manner, I cannot do that. If I want to do that, it deletes the whole part. What is the solution? I can directly go to the standard mode, and from here I have edge. If I select this edge, it says that extended or no extended. If I say that extended, it's intrinsically in extend manner. If I say extended, as you can see, easily I can delete this part. What happens? It extends these objects imaginary to this part and select this part as the delete area. Now I can delete it without any problem. Now let's go to our other example. We have these four lines that they have intersection with each other, but these parts are extra and I need to delete them. For deleting them, I can call my command. As you see, it's intrinsically in standard mode. How I know that? It is clear that when I use the quick manner, it directly goes to trimming the portion, but here it asks me select the objects. If I change it to quick manner, as you see, it's in standard manner. I say it's standard and I select these objects. Enter. In this process, I have this characteristic features of fence. If I select this, easily I can come to this part. I say that okay, this case and this case, enter. Without wasting the time and doing one by one, now I did this process with one command. Now another example that you see is this process. It's a foundation here, but these parts are extra and I want to delete them too. For deleting them, I need to this time to use the combination of the methods. I use the mode as you see here by selecting them and saying enter. In here I say that I need to use fence. I use fence and I say that okay, this is the process that I want to go. It's the first process and enter. After doing this, I need to do other method. I come to this part, I go to the quick manner, and from here I select this part, I select this part, this part, and this part, and this part, also this part, and this part, and this part. Now, as you see, it's done. That's it, and I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you enjoyed, subscribe to our channel to learn the AutoCAD in an easy manner. Thanks for watching, best wishes, take care, and goodbye.